Hi boys and girls, in this episode we'll be talking about data trends and patterns. Our objective: identify patterns and trends in data and make inferences from these patterns and trends. Let's look at this. How many little squares will be in the next figure? Notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the fifth of the series, what will be the next in terms of the set of little squares? So let's go. So for the first instance, I have 1. Then in the second instance, I have 4. Then 9. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So in the sequence, I have 1, then 4, then 9, then 16. What would come next? Now, one way to go about this is to look and observe what is happening to the numbers and between the numbers. So if this is 1, then we go to 4, then 9, then 16. The numbers are increasing. Now, two operations that lead to increasing numbers would be addition and multiplication. What did they add to this to get it to the other one? And another approach too is to look at what's happening between the numbers. So between 1 and 4, we had a gap of 3. Between 4 and 9, we had a gap of 5. Between 9 and 16, we had a gap of 7. Now, if we observe that particular pattern, we see 3, then 5, then 7. And if that pattern continues, we would have 9. So to the 16, we would add 9 to get 25. Let's explore. With the help of a partner, collect data or information on any trend that can be observed for 10 minutes during your break period. For example, the number of students who purchased water versus juice. How often did this activity take place? Who was involved in your survey? Last week we spoke about data. Do you remember what data is? Here's a reminder. Data is a collection of facts such as numbers, words, measurements, observations, or just descriptions of things. It's collecting information. This time we'll be talking about trends of that information. Now, a trend is the pattern you can find in your data or information. Again, a trend is the pattern you can find in your data or information. Time spent reading your favorite book over the past weekend. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, then 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 20, and so on and so forth. Do you see a pattern being formed? If so, can you say what it is? You should see that there is an increase of 10 minutes each time. So 10 and 20 makes 30, 30 and 10 makes 40. Then after the third increase, the time is cut in half. So after the third increase, which is 40, it is cut in half. It goes back to 20. After which there's another set of increases by 10 minutes and so on. So we start with 20, add on 10, 30, add on 10, 40. After the third, we cut that in half and start the whole thing all over again. Peter has 6 trees to plant in his garden. He was told these trees will grow to different sizes, so he will need to space them out. These are the sizing requirements of the first to fourth tree. Can you tell where the 5th and 6th trees should be planted? Tree number 1, 1 meter. Tree number 2, 5. Tree number 3, 9 meters. Tree number 4, 13 meters. And we have 2 more. Okay, so let's look. Again, the numbers are increasing. We have 1, then 5, then 9, then 13. What's the difference between 1 and 5? So from 1 to 5, we added 4. From 5 to 9, we added 4 again. From 9 to 13, we added 4. So we seem to be adding 4. So 13, and we add 4, we would get 17. And 17 would add 4 more to get 21. It says here, if you got 17 and 21, you are correct. Well done. Now observe these patterns. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So in the gaps, in the spaces, what is happening between the numbers? Not only what's happening to the numbers, but between the numbers. So between the numbers, we have a gap here, and every time we go to the gap, we are going to be adding 2. Okay, so 2, 1 and 2, 3, 3 and 2, 5, 5 and 2, 7, 7 and 2, 9, 9 and 2, 11, 11 and 2, 13, 13 and 2, 15. Let's look at this one. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. Now between the 20 and the 23, that's easy to see that they would have been adding 3. So 2 and 3, 5, 5 and 3, 8, 8 and 3, 11, 11 and 3, 14, 14 and 3, 17, 17 and 3, 20, 20 and 3, 23. Now study the trend of the following data. Can you tell the next 2 numbers in the sequence? So we have 1, 2, 6, and 24. What is happening here? 1, 2, 6, and 24. All right, let's go with 2 times 1 would give you 2. Then 2 times 3 would give you 6. 6 times 4 would give you 24. So 24 times 5 would give you this number. Okay, so they are multiplying each of these by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So the next step would be to say 24 now times 5. So 24 times 5 will give us 120. And then 120 times 6. That's the same as saying 6 12s and adding a 0. 6 12, 72. With the 0, that would be 720. All right, so the next 2 numbers there would be 120 and 720. So 120 here, 720 here. So we have 0, then 9, then 18, then 27. What's the difference between 0 and 9? That would be 9. Between 9 and 18, 9 again. Between 18 and 27, that's 9. So they seem to be adding 9. So 27 and 9 would give you 36. Okay, then 36 and 9 should give you 45. So this one, just multiples of 9. Data collection is a very important part of collecting information for your research. After data is collected, it is examined and a trend or pattern is identified. This trend is used to make sense of the data you have gathered. Extend. Find the rule for each of the following patterns. So let's find the rule for each of the following patterns. So let's look at number 1. So we have 1, then 4, then 5, then 8, then 9, then 12. Between the 1 and 4, we would have 3. So that would be like a plus 3 here. Plus 3. Then between 4 and 5, that's a plus 1. Then between 5 and 8, that's a plus 3. 8 and 9 are plus 1. 9 and 12, that's another plus 3. So it appears to be plus 3 plus 1. So if we were to continue this, it would be a plus 1. That would give you 13. Then a plus 3, that would give you 16. Then a plus 1, that would give you 17, and so on. So the rule for number 1 appears to be plus 3, then plus 1. Let's look at 1, 9, 25, 49. All right. So now is where patterns and being exposed to patterns from the timetable and the square table would help, because I can see 9, 25, and 49 as square numbers. So for example, this would be 3 squared. 3 squared would give us 9, and then 5 squared would give us 25, and 7 squared would give us 49. And of course 1 would be 1 squared. 1 times 1 would give us 1. So I notice that 1, 3, 5, and 7 are all odd numbers. So the next odd number would be 9, then 11. Okay, so let's go with 9 squared giving us 81, and 11 squared giving us 121. Let's look at this. 96, 48, 24, 12. So we notice that the numbers are decreasing. So we can look for division or subtraction to result in smaller numbers. Okay. So let's think of division. What would they have taken from 96 to make it 48? And the answer there would be 48. What would they take from 48 to make it 24? The answer would have been 24. What did they take from 24 to make it 12? The answer there would have been 12. So what's happening here is 96 no, this is not 96. Let's fix this one. So 96 divided by 2. 2 into itself 1, 2 into 9, 4, remainder 1, 2 into 16, 8. Okay, so 48, I will divide that by 2. 2 into itself 1, 2 into, this is 2, 2 into 4, 2, 2 into 8, 4. So this becomes 24. 24 now divided by 2. 2 again into itself 1, 2 into this 1, 2 into this 2, 12. So it appears that we are simply dividing this number by 2. So we divide it by 2, divide by 2. So if we divide 12 by 2, we'll get 6. And then if we divide 6 by 2, we will get 3. Okay, so dividing here by 2. We would stop there. Let's look at number 4, 0, 2, 5, 7, 10. So this is a mixture of odd and even numbers, because I'm seeing even here as 0, then 2, then 10, then 5. And all right, let's look at what the numbers are going up. Okay, so some addition there or multiplication. Let's look between 0 and 2, that's a plus 2. Between 2 and 5, that's a plus 3. Between 7 and 5 and 7, that's a plus 2. Between 7 and 10, that looks like a plus 3. So plus 2, then plus 3, plus 2, plus 3. So this would be a plus 2. So that would give you a 12. And then a plus 3, that would give you a 15. Then a plus 2, that would give you a 17. Then a plus 3, that would give you a 20, and so on and so forth. And we did this one before. So 0, then 9. So this is a plus 9. 9 and 18. 9 to 18, that's a plus 9 again. 18 plus 9, 27. 27 plus 9, that would give us our 36 plus 9. This would give us our 45 plus 9. That would give us 54 plus 9. This would give us 63. All right, 63 plus 9, this would give us our 72 plus our 9, this would give us our 81 plus 9, that would give us our 90 plus 9, 99, and so on. So we're going up by 9 each time. So again, when we're looking at the patterns, we need to look at what's happening to the numbers. Are they increasing or decreasing? What operations could lead to an increase or decrease? Or there are some of them that we just need to know, like, okay, these are squares, and that can only be done by practice. Okay, so the more you're exposed to these types of questions, the better you'll be able to see the trends that are present. Here is a matchstick pattern. It says for the evaluate section, 1. Complete the table for each sequence of matchstick shapes. Okay, and it says use the function rules for finding the number of matchsticks needed for the shape in the 20th position. 20th position. So we have the shape number, number of matchsticks, and the function rule. Okay, so here we have 1, when we have 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's look at this. When we have one shape, we have 3 matchsticks, so 1, 2, and 3. When we have 2, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When we have 3 of them, we should have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So when we have 5, we should have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now let's look. So 1 to 3, 2 to 5, 3 to 7, 4 to 9, 5 to 11. And we should continue. And after 9, we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And they will have 20. Okay. Let's look at this. I'm not going to tell you what the 20th one is, but I'm going to help you with the rule. The rule is this number, let's call this n. Okay, so let's call this n, the number plus the number plus 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1. That would give you 3. Again, for this one, it would be the number 2 plus the number again. So n plus n. So that would be 2 plus 2 giving you 4, and 4 plus 1 giving you 5. Let's go with this. So n plus n, so the number, let's see if we can put this here so we can see the rule for this one. So let's say the rule is n plus 1. So we have here the next number being 2 then 3. Let's see, 2 then 3. So we have 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 1, this will give you 5. And then for 3, it will be 3 plus 3 plus 1. That would give you 7. This is not 7. Let's write 7 properly. 7. So the next number, if it's 4, it would be 4 plus 4 plus 1. 4 and 4, 8 and 1. That would give you 9. Then 5 plus 5 plus 1. This would give you 11. Then we would have 6 plus 6 plus 1. This would give you 13. Okay? So let's see. So we have 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay? 5 plus 5 is 10 and 1, 11. So we'd have 6 plus 6 plus 1 giving you 13. Then 7 plus 7, that's 14 and 1, 15. 8 plus 8, that would be 16. 16 and 1, 17. Then we have 9 plus 9, that would be 18. 18 and 1, 19. So what would fill this particular, using that rule, function rule, what would be the number of matchsticks that would be in the 20th position? Let's go with this one. So we have the shape here. So this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we have one of the shapes, we have 5. We have 5 here, 5 sticks. When we have 2, we should have 9. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When we have 3, we should have 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What's the rule here? So how did we get from 1 to the 5, from 2 to the 9, from 3? Let me help you with the rule, and then you're going to work out what's in the 20th position. So in this case, it would be 4 times the number plus 1. So 4n plus 1. Let's see if we will get 5, 9, 13, 17. Let's see. So in this case, it would be 4n plus 1. So in the case where we have 1, it would be 4 times 1 plus 1. So 4 ones 4, 4 and 1 would give you 5. Then when we have 2, it would be 4 times 2, 8, 8 plus 1, this would give you 9. Then if you had 3, it would be 4 times 3, which would be 12. 12 and 1 would give you 13. Then if we had the number 4, it would be 4 times 4, 16. 16 plus 1, this would give you 17. Let's look. So we should have 5, 9, 13, 17 as numbers there. So 5, 9, 13, and 17. So we should continue now with 4 5s, 20, 20, and 1 giving us 21. 4 6s, 24, 24 and 1, 25. 4 7s, 28, 28 and 1 should give you 29. 4 8s giving us 32, 32 and 1 giving us 33. And you would continue until you get to the 20th term. What is the pattern you notice in this data? So we continue now by looking at question 3 in the past 2 weeks. This would be the liters per day of water drunk. So 2, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 1, then you have 4, then you have a half, then you have 2, then 3. Can you see any pattern here? Take the time and look and see if you can come up with a pattern. Okay. Question 4. Minutes spent talking on the phone per day in the last 2 weeks. So we have 5, then 5 minutes, 0, 45, 78, 3, 25, 33, 100, 86, 140, 79, 102, 77, 65, 110, 132, 81, 89, 44, 103, 65. Take time, look at this, and see if there is a pattern there or if this is just random. Number 5, let's collect some data. For 2 days, observe a classmate of your choice. Pay attention to when they ask to use a restroom or just go outside. Time them every time they leave and return. After 2 days, sit with the information you have gathered and look for a pattern. How often does he or she go? How long does he or she stay? What is the pattern you observe? Finally, make an observation in your home of a trend or pattern you notice. Then spend time to collect data or information about this trend. After you gather the information, observe it, then tell what it is in the pattern you saw. So in this episode, we were looking at data trends and patterns. Our objective was to identify patterns and trends in the data and make inferences from these patterns and trends. So if you were able to look at the numbers, look what was happening between the numbers, identify like cubes and squares and so on, then we would have had a successful lesson. This is one of those that can be a little bit challenging, so take the time, go over the material as many times as needed so that you have it locked. Take care, complete your activities, and I will see you in the next episode.